Welcome on the mat. I'm excited about sharing this class with you. It's going to be a flow class, a slow class, and maybe a little bit of creative postures as we will use a strap. You can buy a strap or you can just use a scarf or anything. A tie actually works really well. So find something that can work as a strap and then find a seat. So how are you doing today? Maybe you answer that question with your eyes closed. Seated on the floor here with sitting bones firmly on the mat. And maybe your answer to the question, how are you? Are very simple and short. Maybe it's long and complicated. Maybe you don't even have words. But sighing out might be what you need to do. Now, there are certainly days where you don't feel like you are whole lots. I mean, I know I have those days. But then listen to what is written here in Matthew 5, the Message paraphrase. 5 from 13, verse 13. Let me tell you why you are here. You are here to be salt seasoning that bring out the God flavors of this earth. If you lose your saltness, how will people taste godliness? You've lost your usefulness and will end up in the garbage. And here's another way to put it. You're here to be light and bring out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We're going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. So let's find that saltness and that light, not by looking within and our own emotions, but looking out to God, who is the salt and the true light. So God, help us so that we can be salt that bring the God flavors out, and light that brings people out of darkness. You can do a little bit of free seated movements or just stay still if you prefer. And then you can make your way into downward facing dog. Rock yourself around, lift up your hip, paddle your legs, your feet. And keep the strap nearby. We're going to use it in just a moment. We're going to warm up first. So walk your feet to the top end of the mat, fold forward. We're going to do a bit of sun salutations, or maybe we can call it light salutations, the light of God. So reach your arms up and then again fold forward. You might exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Finding plank. Exhaling as you come down on your knees and all the way down on your chest. Inhale in a baby cobra. And then tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. And then maybe adjust your stance as you take one big breath You're welcome to use Ujjayi breath, which is often used in flow yoga like this. Come to the top of the mat as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Just 2 more of these. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plank, low plank. Use toes or knees, lower down. Cobra or up dog, inhale. And your down dog, exhale. Again, 1 breath as you stay here. Tilt your pelvis a little bit up and back. To the front as you inhale. Reach forward, exhale. High mountain. 1 last time, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plank, low plank. You're welcome to jump back. No need to do that if you don't prefer. Reach up, up dog, and then your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Come to the front. Fold forward, exhale. High mountain. And then more traditional mountain, hands down by your side. Now salt is still salt, even though it's in a jar together with just other salts. But let's bring that salt out. It only makes a difference if it's actually put in the food. So maybe we need to go out of the church, of the safe places where we are often spending a lot of time, and be that salt and be that light in the world. Sit in your chair. I'm going to do a little bit of a small sequence here. And then take your hands behind your head. Reach up, hold your head, and lean back. And then kind of tuck your neck into your hands. So you pull in, your hands pull into your neck, and your neck pull into your hands. As you go for a little bit of a back bend. No need to go deep. Reach up again, palms together on top of your head. Lift the right knee up, tuck elbows and knees in. It's kind of a standing crunch. And then let go. Take the right leg back for an airplane, arms out to the side. No need to go for the full airplane if it's not your thing today. Lower down, hands on the floor, right leg to the back. Lunge with hands down and actually twist so your left arm reaches up. Big circle with this top hand, bring it back and down on the floor on the outer edge of the left foot. Step back, plank. Either go directly to down dog or do your vinyasa from here. Lower down if you're doing your vinyasa. Reach up and down dog. Again, 1 breath. Jump or walk to the top of the mat. Folding forward. Chair pose. 1 breath here, going low or going higher, depending on how you're doing today. Energy levels. Reach up and again, fold your hand. Lean your head into those palms. Get the neck engaged. And see how far apart your elbows can go here. Then reach up again, palms together. This time left leg coming up. And elbows in. Gaze on the floor. It's helpful if you want to hold the balance. Left leg back, arms reach out. Finding the floor. Left leg back. Tuck the hip down for that stretch in the hip, still warming up a little bit. Right hand up towards the sky. Take the hand back, hand on the floor, step back, plank. And again, optional vinyasa. Low down, make sure your shoulders don't drop down before your chest. Try to keep those shoulders in so we don't go to the front as you lower down. Downward facing dog. Maybe sigh out. Come to the front. Fold forward. Reach up into chair pose. Just one more time on each side, taking it a little bit quicker. Reach up, hand behind your head. Support, exhale. Inhale, high mountain, palms together. Maybe on your exhale, bring the right knee up, tuck it in. Airplane, inhaling. Staying put, exhale. Fingers on the floor, right leg to the back, coming down. Left arm, so when I don't cue breath, just breathe. Maybe you take a big inhale as you take the hand back. Exhale, step the foot back, lower down. Plank to low plank. Again, cobra, up dog, down dog. One breath. To the front again. Fold forward. Chair pose. Last time through, reach up. Hands behind your head. Maybe going for a little bit of a bigger back bend, but keep the navel in. Standing tall, palms together. Left knee up. Airplane, slowly moving, but moving from left to right here, from airplane. Down to our lunge with a twist. Right hand up, left foot back. Bend big circle, bring the hands down, step back. Plank, low plank. Up dog or cobra. And there you go. You made it to down dog. Stay here for just a bit. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears and there's a bit of a space between your ears and your arms. And then to the top of the mat. As you fold forward, notice where your strap is. Take a hold of it and come into mountain pose. As we move and breathe here, there's no need to think a lot about the scripture. Sometimes I might ask a question, which is hopefully nice. But if I'm not, just be with the breath and be with whatever is right now. No need to overthink or overanalyze. You'll be standing at the top of the mat, but bring the strap in your hands. Now, the wider distance on the strap, the easier this will be. We keep the spine tall and the ribs knitted in so we don't lean back, because we're going to take the strap here behind the head. So bring it down. Maybe you don't go as far down as I do here, and bring it up again. So we can use our breath. So you might inhale, bring your hands down, exhale, reach up. Engage that Ujjayi breath. You can always incorporate a chair as well in this one if it's not enough. But we're going to try to pull the strap apart. So engage our arms and our shoulders quite a lot. So pull that strap. Maybe see the difference with me not pulling, and then I'm trying to pull. I'm like shaking. Last time, I don't need to go super far down. And then I hope your shoulders are warm, rejuvenated maybe. Take the strap down and put your right leg in it, or your right foot actually. Gonna lift it up. So it's gonna be either just like this, with your balance. If you have a chair by you, it's easier, or you're gonna lift it all the way up. And I know some of you might just take a hold of your toe. Do that. Staying here for 3 breaths. 2. Tuck this right shoulder a little bit back. And 1. Release the foot. Keep a hold of the strap, step it back, the right foot, pivot around, warrior 2. Keep the strap now in your right hand, and that would be the back arm. Warrior two. Again, we're going to take the strap on top of our head and pull a little bit apart and move forth and back with a little bit of a core exercise here. Keep the legs where they are. Legs and heels aligned. Keep pulling without lifting your shoulders towards the ears. One last time back. And then to the front. And let go of the front hand. So there's different variations. You can do a binding, but you don't have to do the full. Maybe just stay put here. If you want to move forward, you take this front hand and put it down on the floor to begin with. This top arm with the strap, bend it in this direction, behind your back. And then there is the option of holding onto the strap and going for a binding. And again, I know some of you would just hold onto your hand, so welcome to do that. Bending firmly into the front leg. Stacking the shoulders. One more breath. And then you can release. Just put the strap by your side, step back. I take the back heel off. Plank. Lower down to low plank, cobra, up dog. And you're down dog. Again, you can stay here or maybe find child's pose for your breath if you're in that mood today. Now, being salt and light can feel like a whole lot. Maybe you feel like, oh, I need some salt, or actually it's me who needs some more light in my life. Then go to the source. Go to the creator of salt and light. Ask for that you need. Look to the front at the jump or walk. Fold forward. Get a hold of your strap. We're going to do a little bit of a different variation now. Going to just take the strap behind us so that the pinky finger is towards each other. I would not go for too narrow because you don't know what we're going to do yet. So keep some distance. Okay, squeeze the shoulder blade. Again, no arching the back. Knit the ribs in, tall spine. And then you're going to fold forward with the arms just hanging there. I'm going to stay put here. Now you might take a look at the screen or just listen. But try to notice how far the strap and your arms are from your back or your hip. We're going to keep that distance as we move into mountain pose, standing. So engage the shoulders, the arms, and slowly lift up. Maybe even the core in. Lift up standing. Lift the arms away from the hip. Keep lifting. So you come back with your arms really firmly back. Keep it away. Lift it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Yeah, maybe that's a new one. I'm going to try that again. First, I'm just going to go for the stretch. Maybe you narrow the distance just a little bit. And drop down here, head down, just bend your knees as much as you like. Okay, then you engage those muscles behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Pull on the strap. Slowly coming up. Keep the distance between your hip and the strap as you move into mountain. Shoulders away from the ears. Lift your hands back and stay again for 4, 3, as you breathe, 2, and 1. How lovely. Step this time the left foot into the strap. You're going to do that hand toe extension with the strap. So lift up, small or high. Keep the hips tightly in and use whatever equipment you need.
Staying strong and firm. 2 more breaths and lift up the left leg. And then we release, trying to keep the balance as we go down. Step the left leg back. Warrior 2, keep the strap in your hands. Reach out. And then you take your hands up again. Get some distance again in between the hands. And then we're going to go for a little bit of a different variation. You're going to lean towards the front leg, which is still bended. And then your front hand is going to pull down. And this top arm is going to keep the bottom arm steady. Okay, so I'm going to bend my elbows to really engage. A little bit of a power inspiration move here. And you can relax a bit, keep the front leg bended, leaning back, exactly the same. This time the bottom arm is opposite, pull down, other one pulls up. So pull. You're gonna find those muscles in your shoulders that you did not know existed. Yay, coming forward. Release the front hand, going for a side stretch or the binding that we did before. So bring this top arm with the strap, or without if you prefer, down. Hands reach down. You can stop here, no need to go further. But if you want, grab the strap, tuck the shoulders up, leaning into the front leg quite a lot. Take 3 breaths. And knit the pinky toe on the back foot really down on the floor. And then you can release, let go of the strap, pivot the back foot, step back, down dog. Optional vinyasa if you're up for it. Plank as you inhale. Exhaling, lower down. Cobra up dog, inhale. And maybe staying in child's pose. So get those hips back towards the heels, forehead on the mat. And just listen again. Maybe just pick one word or a sentence that makes sense. Let me tell you why you are here. You're here to be salt seasoning that brings out the God flavors of this earth. If you lose your saltiness, how will people taste godliness? You've lost your usefulness and will end up in the garbage. Here's another way to put it. You're here to be light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We are going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. So our purpose is not just self-development. It's not just getting a lot of material goods, trying to be as happy as we can, but we are to make a difference in the world. Not by our own powers, but by the power of God.
Come into tabletop. And maybe you take a cat and then a cow. Last small fins on the floor, coming down. And last bit with the strap on our shoulders at least. Again, some distance. Maybe you go really wide for this one. It all depends on the mobility level of your shoulders, and don't feel ashamed if it's not as much. Again, maybe take a look, because I'm going to stay with my forehead down to show you. Lifting my hands up and bringing my arms back. Doesn't have to go far. And then to the front. So we are not lifting up and doing this. And actually, I think I'm going to go a little bit wider than the double strap here. So bring up and down. So just mobility. No need to follow the breath, just move a little bit. And really try to pay attention to how your shoulders are doing right now. Maybe feel a difference from left to right, just to... It's because you use one arm more than the other. Last time. And let go of the strap. Cobra for a little bit of a back bend. Relax the buttocks, the hips, and everything. And coming back again. Now you can either maybe take a little bit of a longer rest, but if you know that you want to take a seat and then do a little bit of meditation, you can do that. So if you want to sit just for a moment before I close this video, sit as comfortable as you can. Take your hands down on your thighs and maybe notice your shoulders and neck. I hope it feels good. And if you are in a place right now where you feel like you are the one that needs some salt and some light, take a moment and bring those areas in your life that hurt, whatever it is, bring it to God. Put into words. If you're not used to praying, maybe just speak it out as you would to a friend, having faith that God will listen. And I may either maybe think back or be creative and use your imagination to picture yourself either like putting salt in your everyday life or light in your everyday life at your job. Together with friends, other friends that you know that you need to shine more to.
Visit your family, friends in your family, your kids, your parents, that you know, yes, God, help me to be more light, to serve. Bring your love, kindness, and righteousness there. And maybe you finish with me in a prayer. God, thank you that you shine your light. You shine your light to me and through me. Thank you that you take away the darkness. And thank you that I might be light even though I don't feel like it, even though I don't see it. You work in mysterious ways. Amen. Thank you again for joining, and I pray that God will bless you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this video, liking, subscribing, all of that. Have a blessed day.